Anatomy of Wonder Woman explored. Wonder Woman has proved to be a valuable part of the Justice League, and she is an iconic superwoman in the DC universe. She spent the initial years of her life training with the Amazonian warriors, and there are a lot of things about her origins and unique physiology that make her a skilled fighter. Wonder Woman also owns a wide range of powerful weapons that make her stand out even more and make her a near-invincible force to reckon with. Today, we will be exploring her unique anatomy in detail and tell you everything there is to know about her superpowers and abilities. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin. The curious story of her birth. One of the most intriguing things about Wonder Woman is that she was not born like ordinary human beings. Instead, she was born out of clay. While there are various versions of her origin stories, the most popular one states that Diana was created out of the clay of Themyscira and was brought to life by the Queen of the Amazons, Hippolyta. Wonder Woman did not have any genetic origins, nor did she have any mutations or alien powers that mysteriously explained her powers. In many different story arcs, she was blessed by various Greek gods who gave her various powers. Wonder Woman gained various traits from diverse Olympian gods, ranging from Aphrodite's beauty to Athena's smartness. He was also considered to be even stronger than Hercules, who was the strongest of all Greek gods. The secrets to her unending powers. Wonder Woman had actually received her powers from the Olympian gods, who bestowed her with a range of abilities such as enhanced strength, super speed, longevity, beauty, and intelligence. Her godly nature also protected her from any magical spells, and she was not affected by any supernatural entities or sorcerers. In fact, Wonder Woman's powers extended beyond measure, and her bracelets helped her contain the true extent of her abilities. Taking off these bracelets sent her into a mode of frenzy, and she then became capable of harnessing a lot more powers. In a comic book instance, she ended up killing Ares to become the new god of war when she unleashed the full potential of her powers. Wonder Woman's bracelets also helped her deflect any attacks, and different versions of these ornaments could even produce magical weapons and lightning. Besides her bracelets of submission, Wonder Woman also has an array of weapons ranging from her Amazonian armor and shield to an enchanted sword. Her sword was forged by the Greek god Hephaestus and could even cut electrons from an atom. Wonder Woman also had a tiara that protected her and allowed her to form telepathic connections. She sometimes used this tiara as a boomerang. On one occasion, her tiara even sliced Superman's throat. Her most prized weapon was the lasso of truth, which was also known as the lariat of Hestia. This lasso was made out of a fine golden thread and could be used to whip and capture any opponents. Moreover, anybody who was ensnared in the lasso was bound by its powers and had no option but to speak the truth. Wonder Woman also had the ability to fly, and in some versions, she wore the boots of Hermes in order to take flight. He grew up in Themyscira among the Amazon warriors and received a lot of training in hand-to-hand combat and weaponry. Wonder Woman was also gifted proficiency in combat and military strategy by the wise goddess Athena, making her virtually undefeatable in any fight. She was also quite intelligent and was considered to be one of the most skilled and brightest minds in the DC universe. Her incredible regenerative powers. While a lot of superheroes have inherent regenerative abilities, Wonder Woman's ability to heal from injuries is quite unique. She merges with the Earth whenever she gets any severe injuries, and the Earth immediately heals her wounds. However, this is quite a special ability, and Wonder Woman only resorts to this in critical situations. She is also immune to any extreme cold or hot temperatures, which allows her to withstand harsh weather conditions. She can bear the heat of hot lava, tolerate any heat blasts aimed at her, and even survive in space. Additionally, Wonder Woman is also immune to lightning and any electrical shocks, and she is even immune to fire. Besides this, she is unaffected by any human weapons such as bullets, swords, or arrows, as she uses her bracelets to deflect them. Wonder Woman's bedroom secrets and reproduction theories. In various storylines, Wonder Woman has had both male and female partners and is portrayed as bisexual. She has also had a few children in different storylines, especially with Superman. The Man of Steel has had many relationships with Wonder Woman across various comics, and they often find their way back to each other. The couple also had a child named Jonathan in the Kingdom Come comic series, and they also had more children named Bruce Kent, Urzod, and Lara Kent in various storylines that lie outside the main continuity. Wonder Woman's first female love interest was Kasha, and the two lived together on Paradise Island. They had a solid relationship, and Kasha was quite heartbroken when Wonder Woman finally decided to leave with Steve Trevor. Steve and Wonder Woman share a love story that has been covered in almost all storylines and comics, and they end up with each other time and again. Even if he gets killed off, Steve somehow always returns to Wonder Woman's life in mysterious ways, and the two share a solid bond. In the pre-crisis storylines, Wonder Woman and Steve had a daughter named Hippolyta Lita Trevor. Wonder Woman also had a relationship with one of the Themysciran warriors named Mala, which takes place in the Earth 1 storyline. Within the Justice League, there have often been moments where Bruce Wayne and Wonder Woman share intimate encounters, but their relationship seems more one-sided as only Bruce really has feelings for her. Wonder Woman was also infatuated by the vigilante Nemesis, and she was also ready to marry him and settle down. However, things don't work out between them, and Wonder Woman finally realizes that she does not truly love him. Wonder Woman has engaged in many relationships with both genders over the years, and she has also had children as a result of these relationships. Wonder Woman can telepathically control her lasso of truth. Wonder Woman's ability to connect with people telepathically has been constant across various story arcs, but the origins of her telepathy differed across storylines. Initially, telepathy was a part of the training that she received as an Amazonian. She used this power with her lasso of truth, and she could communicate with anyone who was wrapped in the lasso's coil. Later on, she even gained the ability to telepathically control her lasso as well. In later versions of her character, Wonder Woman's telepathic powers were explained as a part of the powers she received as the new God of War. Her ability to manipulate lightning and animals. After the DC reboot and the New 52 timeline, it was confirmed that Wonder Woman was one of Zeus's daughters and that she was indeed a demigod. Wonder Woman's bracelet helped her keep her powers under control, but Zeus eventually unlocked all the powers leashed within the bracelet. Wonder Woman then gained the energy to manipulate lightning and even create weapons out of it. While Wonder Woman could perform electrokinesis, her powers were not as extensive as Ares or Zeus, and she could only absorb and manipulate lightning. While Zeus could generate lightning, Wonder Woman could only manipulate it and not actually create it. The Greek goddess Artemis once gifted Wonder Woman with the ability to communicate with animals, which was quite an underrated power that helped her in various situations. Wonder Woman could quickly build rapport and empathize with animals, and she often sought their help in her missions or for finding information. She could communicate with a variety of animals ranging from her pet kangaroo to even dinosaurs. Often, she saved animals from any harm, and she used to even work as a pet psychiatrist in the past. Wonder Woman's ability to communicate with animals was a truly impressive trait, and it was also attributed to her origins as an Amazonian warrior. All about her flight abilities, and why does she need an invisible jet? While Wonder Woman owns an invisible jet, many fans wonder why she even requires it if she already has the ability to fly on her own. This has to do with many reasons, one of which is the fact that not all versions of this Superwoman had the ability to fly. Of course, one prime reason would be that the jet is invisible to everyone, and Wonder Woman can travel undetected, while she would be spotted in the skies if she flew on her own. When Wonder Woman first appeared in DC Comics in 1941, she was already seen with the invisible jet that helped her travel all the way from her birthplace in Themyscira to the mainland. The jet provided for a comfortable travel, and more importantly, it had the ability to release a rainbow beam that helped the vehicle pass through the mists of Themyscira. These mists helped to restrict access to the island, and the jet was one of the few vehicles capable of passing through it. One theory suggests that the jet was a gift from the goddess Aphrodite, while other stories suggest that Wonder Woman had built the plane herself. In the Golden Age, Wonder Woman worked with the inventor William Martson, and she was quite a skilled engineer capable of making her own jet. A storyline in the Wonder Woman comics later elaborated on this and revealed that Wonder Woman had undergone a lot of labor to collect pieces to build the jet herself before leaving Paradise Island on Themyscira. In 1958, Wonder Woman's powers were altered and she finally gained the ability to fly, but she had to rely on air currents to be able to ride through the sky. She continued to use her invisible jet since it was more accessible and convenient for long-distance journeys. Later, a new storyline featured a different origin story for the invisible jet in the Silver Age of Wonder Woman comics. This story revealed that this jet was a form of the magical winged horse Pegasus that originated in Greek mythology. Wonder Woman had once rescued Pegasus on Paradise Island, and the horse had returned the favor by magically transforming into an invisible jet whenever needed. The invisible jet appeared in various Wonder Woman storylines later, and John Byrne eventually came up with a new story that explained the vehicle's origins. According to him, the jet was actually an extraterrestrial artifact called the Morphing Crystal that appears in the form of translucent eggs. This crystal fell into the hands of a sub-Antarctic race of people known as the Lancinarians, who transformed into a morphing disc. Wonder Woman once helped the Lancinarians, who then gave her this disc to show their gratitude. This disc could take the form of any vehicle ranging from carriages to rocket ships. In 1998, this morphing disc finally took the form of the Wonder Dome, an invisible floating place serving as Wonder Woman's fortress of solitude. The Wonder Dome once protected Themyscira from being impacted by a huge crashing wave, and the vehicle ended up being destroyed as a result of the impact. The invisible jet was later introduced in the New 52 era, where it was an experimental Argus vehicle used mainly by Steve Trevor. Recently, the Wonder Woman Year 1 storyline showed that the jet was originally owned by Trevor, but it later crash-landed on Themyscira. While Trevor healed from the crash, the Themyscirans repaired the vehicle and also upgraded it by enchanting it with invisibility. Can Wonder Woman teleport herself or use astral projection? Wonder Woman's character had the ability to astral project herself right from the beginning of her story arcs. While a lot of her powers had been altered over time in the post-crisis storylines, she still does have the ability to astral project herself in different dimensional planes. Usually, she uses this ability to travel to mythological places that exist outside the Prime Universe or to find objects that are lost in the multiverse. Her ability to astral project also comes in handy when she needs to check something or visit a place such as Hell, Olympus, or even the mind spaces of other people. While astral projection helps Wonder Woman learn about things without physically traveling to dangerous locations, it comes with a disadvantage if her physical body actually suffers harm if she is injured in the psychic plane. In order to leave the planet in the astral plane, Wonder Woman needs to meditate quite intensely, and she once used this technique to travel to Hell to rescue the goddess Artemis. Wonder Woman also has the ability to teleport herself as well as other people anywhere according to her wishes. While this sounds similar to astral projection, teleportation is distinctively different as it involves being physically present in a different place. In modern versions, Wonder Woman requires an artifact known as the Caduceus in order to teleport.
Is this what passes for armor in your country?
How can she speak every language? Wonder Woman's ability to speak any language was a byproduct of the wisdom that she had gained as a gift from Athena. Of course, various versions of Wonder Woman have different scopes when it comes to speaking languages, and her ability to speak alien languages or even languages that were used by cavemen depends on the storyline as well. In the DCEU, Wonder Woman's ability to speak every language was attributed to her Amazonian origins and were not considered a gift from Athena. In the Wonder Woman film, Diana was seen speaking a variety of languages ranging from Chinese, Greek, French, English, and even ancient Sumerian. Her communication skills are not limited to human languages, and she can also communicate with animals and birds. How could Wonder Woman be killed? A lot of superheroes have fallen victim to Scarecrow's lethal fear gas, which causes the inhaler to hallucinate their worst fears. While Wonder Woman has the ability to blow away any sort of gas that comes in her way, she was once exposed to this gas when Scarecrow captured her and used her fear of transmitters against her. While Wonder Woman's lasso has helped her face many opponents, it has also proved dangerous to herself if she ever gets trapped in it. Moreover, the lasso was a gift from the Greek gods, and Wonder Woman also gained a lot of her powers only due to these gods. If they were ever to take her powers away, Wonder Woman would be left relatively powerless and it would become very easy to kill her. In a Batman comic named Endgame, Wonder Woman had once fallen prey to a Greek artifact known as the Bind of Veils that causes hallucinations in the minds of its victims. The Joker had decided to pull a prank on Wonder Woman by using this Bind of Veils on her. His plan was almost successful as he managed to cause the Superwoman to believe that someone was controlling her mind and that she should kill Batman. While Batman manages to get Wonder Woman to snap out of these hallucinations, the Bind of Veils is an effective weapon that could lead to her destruction. Another weapon that could be used to kill her is poison, which has also proved effective in the animated Justice League Doom movie. In this story, Wonder Woman gets exposed to poison and starts attacking innocent civilians. The police try to fight her to keep her engaged until her heart gives out and she dies, but Cyborg rescues her at the last minute. Wonder Woman can also be killed by a powerful sword forged by the gods, and Steppenwolf actually used this sword in the New 52 Earth 2 to kill her. In Zack Snyder's Justice League, Wonder Woman's death is shown in a scene when Cyborg has a vision from the future where the Superwoman's dead body is set up on a funeral pyre. While there was no formal explanation behind what killed her, this scene was set in the timeline where Darkseid had destroyed Earth, and we can safely assume that a new god killed her. Just how old is Wonder Woman? Is she immortal? According to Wonder Woman's director Patty Jenkins, Wonder Woman is supposedly around 800 years old and does not age like other humans. Gal Gadot had once suggested that Wonder Woman is around 5,000 years old, but this is quite a huge number and not possible. The Superwoman first appeared on Earth in World War I, which makes her around 900 years old when she takes part in Doomsday in the Batman vs. Superman storyline. While Wonder Woman is virtually undefeatable due to her powers and abilities, she is not immortal in most storylines. While any diseases or human ailments cannot affect her the same way they affect humans, she can still be killed by her opponents. In some storylines, Wonder Woman is portrayed as an immortal being in Themyscira, who later gives up on her immortality in order to leave the island to help Earth. Conclusion. To sum it up, Wonder Woman is an extremely powerful superhero who stands out amongst others due to her unique powers and origins. Besides, she also has one of the most interesting physiologies and has definitely made her mark as one of DC's most iconic female characters. If you liked her content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks, everyone.